Heyo! Welcome back, everybody. This is Eon Chiquino with another StarCraft 2 commentary, part of the Swarm expansion. Today we've got a replay from Team Story Cup. And let me just go ahead and introduce our players. On the top right side of Cloud Kingdom LE, the blue Terran player, it's going to be Millennium's ForGG. Now, Millennium's ForGG, I guess I call him ForGG, he's got a pretty good, I would say, awareness, but actually I'm saying that backwards. He's got a pretty good, he's pretty well known across the foreign scene. He streams quite a bit, or at least he used to recently. I'm not sure if he does that much anymore, but he was a pretty frequent streamer. Korean player, obviously. And his best matchup is versus Protoss, and conveniently for him, on the other side of the map, the red Protoss player, whose best matchup is also versus Protoss, it's going to be MVP's Lure. Now, I'm not sure what type of lure he's thinking about with this name. Now, is it like a lure, like, you know, like fishing? I did a lot of fishing when I was younger. I actually lived next to a catfish farm, so there's plenty of places to go fishing. Caught bluegill, catfish. Also lived next to a river at one point. I caught some smallmouth bass. So maybe he's talking about that type of lure, or maybe it's the lure where you're like baiting someone into something. He's like luring them to come in, and then he's gonna come in and crash down on top of them. Maybe that's what he's going for. Not sure, but another connection both of these players have. While while Lure is on MVP right now, ForGG actually used to be an OGS as well as Lure. So these guys used to be teammates. Both of them were on OGS. Really, like they were right around one of the very first Korean teams as soon as StarCraft 2 came out in beta, along with TSL. Both teams, which are now pretty much gone. I mean, they definitely aren't at their power that they were as soon as StarCraft came out. The other teams for StarCraft 2 have kind of taken over, but they've been around for a while. So previous teammates, it's been a while though since they've been teammates, so maybe they forgot. Nah, I doubt it. So we got ForGG going for a 1 Rax expand, no gas yet. You got some Marines up here at the ramp. And MVP Lure is going to go for that 1 gate expand, so both players macroing it up. It was scouted out by the Scout SCV here for ForGG, as you can see. Lure going for that Mothership Core. And, you know, with the change of the Mothership Core added into Heart of the Swarm, you just almost never see, I've actually personally never seen a 2 Rax opening against a Protoss player. Between like the Mothership Core, it just doesn't really happen. More often than not, it's either like a one barracks expand with Marines, or it's a Reaper opening. Both of those are kind of the 2 common openings I see from Terran against Protoss lately. And we got ForGG going for the barracks into command center opening. Tech lab being placed around that barracks, probably going to start researching stim fairly soon. He's got his Marines in a defensive position, worried about Mothership Core, or yeah, that's pretty much it. Not much else that could fly up there this early in the game. So the Stalker will scout out the orbital command. It flies right over him, and the Marines got a couple pot shots in there, but there's plenty of Marines here. They will be able to push the Stalker back and easily land this command center. The Stalker is kind of just being a pain in ForGG's ass right now. And ForGG not even going out there, just chilling on the ramp. He doesn't even care. That Stalker is thinking, okay, let's get out of here, and he's not even flinching. And a quick, look at that. That's a very fast third gas. That's a very quick third gas. A factory going down here, and stim being researched, and a reactor going down. So I'm really surprised by this really quick third gas from ForGG. Very rarely do you see a Terran player of all go for a, start building a refinery before he even starts mining at his natural. Quick third by here. Look at this, 6 minutes and 50 seconds. He takes a third. He did scout that out, so I guess he figures, you know what, I can take this risk now and hold off any maybe 2 base pushes that come. we'll see what he's coming out. He's got an observer coming out, and that's going to go back up here to his base. So he seems like he's preparing for a Banshees, or more than likely Widowmine drop. And you know, Widowmine drops are all the rage now. I can't even remember the last time I've seen Banshee actually used in any matchup with Terran. Just Widowmines just seem to be the flavor of the month since the expansion came out. But yeah, more than likely this is just a little bit of a defense set up to deal with any Widowmines with 3 Stalkers there and a Observer. I mean, worst case scenario, he loses maybe a probe. That's about it. Scan goes down. Let's see what ForGG does see. He doesn't see much.
SCV ready.
Still hasn't seen this third yet. A lot of Marines coming out here. And I forgot the production tab. God damn it. Guys, sorry about that. It's the new observer interface. I'm just getting just like completely getting foggy eyes because it's observer interface. I'm still like getting used to looking down the bottom right and all that good jazz. So +1 coming out there. Combat shield's coming up. Oh, he doesn't get that observer. Oh shit. Never mind. Scratch that. GG's like, nope, I am getting that observer. Sorry. Sorry about that. Observer is gotten, and look at the medevacs. I love those turbovacs. Just look at that on the fly, picking up. Don't even stop. Got no time for this. I've got no time to stop. I gotta be hitting that turbo, getting across the map. And the Stalkers move to intercept. No, they don't see it. I don't know if they saw it there or not. Lure is really worried about his main here. He doesn't have anything in there to defend this. He's gonna fly by and see this base. He's gonna see this third and think, okay, no, he sees the mining. Now he sees it. Where is he going to drop? He's going to drop everything in the mine. Yep, here he goes. There goes the turbo. Dropping some Marines here. Combat shield is done. Stim is done. He killed a couple probes, so that's about it. Third base at the same time is going up for ForGG. And is he going to go for the pylon? Yeah, he's just going to snag a pylon. Is he going to go for another pylon? No, he's going to take out that mothership core. Drops so fast. Time warp goes down. That'll slow down the Marines just a little bit. They'll move over here in position. But with this nice overlook, easily taking out those probes. And Stalkers move in, going to try and take out the medevac. And they do not get it, but it moves just into range for that mothership core. That mothership core has some insane range. I don't even know how far that is. It's like a... I don't even know how far that is. Quite far. Here we go. And is that going to get away? Doesn't look like it. He's dropping one off. He knew his fate was sealed. Another attack here from ForGG on the way, but it seems like there's too many forces here. Even Zelt's being warped in. 2 photon cannons up. That base will hold just fine. So 4 gas up for ForGG. Let's check the worker count. While we're at 51 versus 47. So ForGG doing a little bit of economic damage there. Actually killing 10 workers. Okay, that's not bad. And, oh, this gives me an opportunity to show you this new feature for the observer interface. That's pretty cool. I love this. So you can pull up the actual number of units lost. Wait. That's not right. Hold on a second. It says 47 probes were killed. 50 probes were killed. Hold on a second. This is bugged. This is not right. It says, yeah, these aren't right. Everything else I think is right. No, 9 Stalkers. This is just broken. Yeah, ignore that. I don't know why even that doesn't work, guys. That's like how many units are in the game, I think. Because yeah, if you do units, that's how many units there are. So I don't know what that is. I guess there's still some bugs in the observer interface. So we'll get those worked out for you. Immortals, Stalkers, actually a decent number of Immortals here. 4 coming out. Yeah, he's working on the robotics bay. Forge coming down. That'll be a second Forge. Already has a +1 coming out. This pylon will scout out these... I love the boost. He did the Ignite Afterburners like 2 feet away. Hallucinated Phoenix scouts out all this. The pylon does get taken out. 1 upgrade done for the bio. +1 armor on the way. +2 attack on the way. Blinking forward. What's he going to snag? Nothing. Actually loses a Stalker. I thought he was going to go for the medevacs there, but that's not going to happen. The second army from ForGG is making his way to the middle. He's got a flying factor here that's keeping an eye on this pathing through the middle here. But there is a lot of forces here, a lot of Immortals, plenty of sentries to throw down force fields. What is he going to do here? Maybe he could pick off this pylon. That'll work out pretty good. He's taken his third. That's pretty well saturated. He could pop a couple more here, but he's actually supply blocked right now. And he's got 3 more coming down, so a decent supply block there for ForGG, unfortunately for himself. Scan goes down. He gets a nice bird's eye view of all the army that Lure has, and that's something he does not want to run into. No, I mean, the best thing you could possibly do is kind of poke here in the front, maybe drop at the top somewhere, but that's about it. Force on the right still hanging out. Let's check the army supply while we're at it. 91 versus 85. Worker supply 65 versus 65, so straight up there, guys. A lot of upgrades coming for a Protoss player. Definitely playing for the late game, not even looking to attack anytime soon, just chilling out, hanging out his third base, and that's exactly what we want to see here. I like this positioning, moving around with the Stalkers, trying to pick off lone medevacs. You know, it's smarter just to take just a group of Stalkers with Blink as opposed to move your whole army around, because Stalkers are so mobile, they can get in and out of fights very quickly, and they can pick off medevacs without losing any forces. Now, if you bring along your Immortals, you bring along your Sentries, they can kind of get left out in the cold and get taken out, and just a smart move to keep these Stalkers on a different control group whenever you're just out and about looking for stuff to kill. 4th Command Center goes down here for ForGG. A lot of barracks in production, so he's got more than enough macro backing him up here. Supply favoring our Terran player. He's got double starports coming up. He's going to be able to produce a lot of Vikings if he feels like it. 4 at a time to be, in fact, which is great for him. 7 actual gateways being produced. Wow. MVP Lure definitely wanted to match the production as we go into the late game. Now, is he going to look to take a 4th base? I would say so. I would imagine he's going to take his 4th base here. You know, the only problem with taking a 4th base here is you have to worry about drops up here, harassment. This is probably the most annoying base you have to take in all of StarCraft. I mean, maybe if you go back to like Lost Temple or Shatter Temple, I guess it was called, where they could like on your natural drop siege tanks up there. That's probably more annoying. But in recent memory, this is definitely one of the most annoying bases to have to take and defend, because that just natural high ground is just very annoying to deal with. A lot of forces here from ForGG. Lure actually now has a supply advantage. Army supply 131 versus 124 actually. And look at this, picking off a couple medevacs. That's what I like to see there with these Stalkers. He goes, snaps a couple medevacs because he wasn't controlling his army as well. Observer gets taken out there, scan on top of that. He used those Stalkers, picked off a medevac or two, and then just quickly falls back. Nothing lost, and very good there. Some pylons up here on the right. Those are in a really good position here. We've got the attack. Marauders and Marines simming back. He wants to get out of there. He's got a Ghost in the mix. And MVP Lure is looking for blood. He's chasing down this army, and unfortunately these Ghosts cannot stem. They need to get picked up. They're getting chased down by those Zealots. And, oh, nice EMPs on those Archons. We've got the Colossus and the Stalkers just taking... Oh, I love the focus fire with the Stalkers there on those medevacs. And just look at this, ForGG is falling back. That is a planetary Isdom. That'll allow him to get a little bit of help here. The SCV's quickly repairing. There's a lot of Zealots taking the front lines. Colossus dealing so much damage. That's a splash damage he needs to deal with this Vile. ForGG quickly dropping in supply. We've got a little bit of a warping on the right that will stop that place from being built over there. The 4th base gets taken out from ForGG, and Lure's looking pretty good right now. We can look at his upgrades between the players. He's got 2-2. Terran player's got 2-2 with 1 attack on the air upgrade, charge lot, and of course the extended thermal lance there from the Colossus. So this is a really hard position for Lure to take. He's going to have to take on Zerg. You can't walk up this choke point here. But he's going to try anyway. He doesn't care. He figures he's got more than enough. Stalker's blinking forward. ForGG just forced to retreat. He doesn't have any Ghosts in the mix yet. So all these units can just walk straight in without fear of it. He needs to get those Archons in the front. He's pulling SCVs. This is ForGG's chance. He needs to hold here. Otherwise, it's going to be end of line for him. And here, now come the Vikings. This is what he needed in the previous fight. He just didn't have the Vikings in the mix. And, oh my gosh, this is looking really bad. Lure with 143 supply versus ForGG's 72. It's dropping as fast as I can say. Another orbital command is going to bite the dust. Reinforcements have arrived, and there's the GG from ForGG. Lure takes the victory, and that was pretty good clinical Protoss versus Terran play. Taking quick expansions, took that 3rd really fast. At the same time, he teched up. He was kind of just doing everything he wanted to, and ForGG didn't really have anything to, he tried a couple attacks, but it just wasn't enough. And Lure taking the victory there, guys. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.